We're out at Marvin Braud pumping station this morning, and we have a gearbox on number 5 engine that we're going to be pulling out of the station and shipping off to be inspected. We found some signs of wear and tear in the gears, so we have our contractors out on the maintenance contract and the engineering contract, so we have subject matter experts overseeing the entire process, and so that's what will be taking place here today, is removal of that gearbox and the preparation of getting gearbox number 5 and engine number 5 back online. That's the only pump at this time that we're doing maintenance on, and that's the last of it before the 2020 hurricane season, and all 7 pumps here at Marvin Braud at that point, when this repair is complete, will be up, ready, and functional for 2020 hurricane season. So this has a big bearing in it, and then there's a shaft that goes into the gearbox through the bearing, and the shaft goes all the way back into the engine. So it's transferring the energy from the engine to turn the gearbox. We did alignment checks and vibration analysis on all these engines, and in doing that, the one that you just seen the gearbox pulled on was because we needed an alignment. It was out of alignment a bit. So they reworked all the components for the clutch, the shaft, and all of the bearings. That was around $50,000 worth of repair. They got to this bearing component here and saw metal shavings and started inspecting it further, and then the metal shavings got into the gearbox, showing signs of gear wear in the gearbox. So that's how that component of pulling the gearbox and having it certified and inspected and repaired as needed is because we have $50,000 worth of work from the chunk back to the engine. We want to make sure that we go all the way through and make that repair and inspection to where when we put it all back together, we have a 30-year repair done, and we have a warranty behind the whole component that we looked into. So that's kind of an overview of all of what was done, not just the gearbox, but from the engine to the gearbox and the gearbox itself. President Quintmont has visited the site several times since his campaign has come on, and kudos to him. He's given us the support to run this pumping station and create capacity before events in the 2020 hurricane season. He's definitely driving the train on being prepared and being ready all the time, and taking action early. And so it's very important. The station is the backbone of drainage for all of the Gonzales, Sanamon, up lower branch of Prairieville and some of Galvez. So it's probably 60% of the flood control in the parish comes to Marvin Braud. We have 3 pumps at Sorrento pumping station, and those pumps are all functional, ready to go. We have 2 pumps at Henderson Bayou with the floodgate. Those pumps are ready to go. We have a floodgate at Bluff Swamp and Alligator Bayou Road. That is completely functional and operated 24/7 if needed. We have several satellite pump sites with these PTO-driven pumps. One is Astroland in Darrow. One is Buxton Subdivision in Sanamon. Southwood Subdivision off of Highway 30 in Gonzales. So all of these pumps have to be maintenance and checked weekly and ran and made sure they're ready for these events that are to come. And as of right now, gearbox number 5 and pump number 5, out of all of those pumps, that is the one pump that we are doing maintenance on right now. Other than that, all of your infrastructure for 2020 is up and ready to go. Each one of the Marvin Braud pumps has the ability to pump 1,000 cubic feet per second of water discharge rates. And you can kind of think about the component that we're dealing with, the gearbox, as in a vehicle you would think of the transmission. We're having to have a crane just to lift the gearbox out. So that gearbox is roughly 30,000 pounds. So you can imagine the amount of the size of the gears and engines that it takes to drive these pumps, and the diameter of these big pump impellers that are down in the water that discharges that 1,000 cubic feet per second. We have some major infrastructure in Ascension Parish, and people with vision gave us that infrastructure, and we have tools to work with and control flood events with it. Mr. Willard Quintmont, Marvin Braud, the sandbaggers, that group of men and women from that time gave us this infrastructure, and it's us to take it into the future and evolve it and keep it moving and expanding, and that's what we're doing. Yeah, out at Marvin Braud, I think it's very important the public understands that we have 7 pumps here, but the Drainage Board made that move to put these 2 extra pumps from the original 5 just to be able to give us the ability to maintenance the old engines. We really only need 5 pumps during an event. In most rain events that we control flooding in the parish, we only normally run 2 to 4 pumps at a time. So it's very important to understand that, yeah, we got 1 of our 7 down for maintenance right now, but we have plenty of pump capacity here to manage any events that do come our way. So I just wanted to make that point that 5 is our quota, and we make sure we have 5 running at all times, and right now we have 6 with 1 being maintained.